Yeah, good afternoon, viewers. My name is Tony Joseph, making broadcast from Nigeria. Before we proceed, I want to remind you that in the next 90 minutes or so, Britam will be live in India and Umbe will be live in Cameroon. So, as many of you as are out there, please join them because attending Sunday button meetings is very, very important at this point in time. Why? Because Senate button meeting, that is when vital issues are shared, vital points are raised, developments, new developments come up, whatever admin wants us to know, that's when they come up, and therefore as many as are out there that understand French or Hindi, please join Pritam and Umbe at 3 o'clock Nigerian time and 7 a.m. Pacific time. And I'm sure you will be happy you did. For most of us that were on Senate party meeting yesterday, yeah, we are really happy. Why? Because a lot of things were raised, a lot of issues were raised, a whole bulk of the blog was reviewed, and we had quite a wonderful time. There are too many things that maybe we wouldn't have known, but yesterday they were made clear. Like I will used to say, going on the blog is always important. Why? Because on the blog is everything we need. But also, attending Senate button meetings has a lot. Why? Because when you come on Senate button meetings, questions are raised, reviews are made, and now you begin to see what's on the blog in different perspectives. Your own perspective may be okay, but also when we rub minds together, when we empty all we have in our heads, then we make up a better point. And I feel it's important that we don't ignore attending Senate button meetings, we don't ignore going on the blogs, but as much as we go on the blogs, there's a lot from the blog that you will never get when you read it alone. A lot comes. Why? Because minds are rubbed. The leaders are there, the panels are there, and they discuss. Like yesterday, on Senate button meeting, though the blogs were reviewed about the fast track, the cash flow centers and cobot. I think Promise made a very vital able to shed great light on what he understands. Today was actually a great light on what he understands and what he feels he should do. And it was really, really great. Why? Because we saw light in what he was saying. Like for the first time, I learned from him that many people don't like reading, but everybody can always watch a video. And I was like, wow, this is great. Because as for me as a person, if you put things on the video, I may not be the one to get it, but put it in writing, I will read it. I read virtually everything on the blog, but there are some videos on the blog that I don't read. But now I come to understand that as much as I like reading, others don't like reading. Others prefer to watch. And he has taken out his time to go all out there now to buy new equipment and go on broadcast. 2 minutes clip, 5 minutes clip, just a point and keeping them in series. And that was a great idea. Those are things you cannot find on the blog. Those are things you may not even come across. Why? Because now it favors idea. But he is a leader, and he was able to share it in the meeting yesterday. So today, I don't know how many people Pratam is going to gather in India. I also don't know how many will gather in Cameroon. And for those speaking French, maybe across the globe. But as much as possible, please try and attend because there are some things You will never know until you get there. There are ideas that I shared there. I just shared what Favor said yesterday. And Randy did a good job. Why? Because, look, we need to salute our leaders. Doing a good job. And after that, also, Randy was also on the broadcasters meeting. For the first time, I was able to attend, and it was awesome. So, also, as much as we understand, as much as we attend the send button meetings, do also yourself a favor as a broadcaster. After the send button meeting, try as much as possible to also attend the broadcasters meeting. Why? Because a lot of tips, valuable tips will be shared that are not there on the send button meeting. Yesterday, I learned a lot, and I want to encourage each and everyone to please go on the send button meeting. After that, also go on the broadcasters meeting. Should there be any meeting, please endeavor to attend. Why? Because there's a lot to gain, there's a lot to share, there's a lot to learn from all those meetings. Now, having said that, I think, okay, for the point of the day, now I really want to talk about the cash centers. At this stage in our development in the TBC community, now the cash centers have set the center stage. What the cash centers are doing is now bringing TBC closest to the people around the globe. Yesterday, I was amazed when the globe was shown, and I was seeing the number of cash centers that are springing up. Now, what does that tell me? It simply tells me that, oh, these cash centers that are springing, it means TBC is becoming closer and closer and closer to virtually everybody. Now they are attracting every nook and cranny, and people can now access TBC closest to them. And like two, and that point was shared, and I want to re-emphasize it. When we go out in this phase of distribution, this phase of sharing, there's one thing is very important that we need to also re-emphasize. The people you are going out there to meet are people who does not even know about TBC in the first place. They don't even know about the cryptocurrency as a whole. And therefore, your best bet is not just to go out and start talking about TBC. No, when you go out there, now take your time to make them understand what the cryptocurrency is in the first place. Because until the cryptocurrency, the concept of the cryptocurrency is understood, and the difference between it and the fiat currencies, the banknotes, the government-controlled currencies, they won't appreciate the difference between TBC and every other cryptocurrency. And therefore, the knowledge of cryptocurrency plays a very, very vital role in whatsoever you are going to discuss about TBC. So please, when you go out there, take the time to try to explain what the cryptocurrency is first and foremost. Why? Because that's the beginning point. Until they understand what cryptocurrency is, they won't even know what you are talking about. But now when they know what cryptocurrency is, what Bitcoin stands for, what Litecoin stands for, what Ethereum stands for, what DIS code stands for, what every other coin stands for, now they will appreciate that despite all the good things the other currencies are doing, TBC is better. And now when, after said and done, now you capitalize on the difference between TBC and all of them. And with that, you will discover that it won't take you time, it won't be long before somebody understands the concept and comes into it and buys into it. So even at the cash centers, that's exactly one of the things that the cash centers need to do. Why? Because people coming in the first place, they don't even know about the cryptocurrencies, and they are making purchases. They tell you about your cryptocurrency, and now even to come in, they need cryptocurrency that they even know about. So with all this understanding, it makes them easier for them to bring out the cash. And like I do, when they bring in out the cash, I bring them alone and I show them what I'm doing. I don't know the blockchain because I usually pay in Bitcoin. So when I attend the blockchain, I open the blockchain, I sign in, they see me, they see what's happening, I sign them up, I show them their wallet, where they see not paid. Now I go ahead and pay, and I refresh their wallets, and now they see it paid. To them, it becomes amazing. Now they are comfortably giving you their money. Why? Because they have seen a process. And now kudos to admin. Why? Because now on the new blockchain, right now you can make a payment. It doesn't take hours. There are times I make payments and in 2-3 minutes they are done. Some the same minute the paid comes up. As soon as I refresh, I discover that the payment is done. And nothing makes someone to believe what you are doing. Like when he sees what you are doing and he sees the time frame within which he's paying the blockchain and it's reflecting on his wallet, oh, it's a great thing. Even when they buy, I do the same thing. I don't send them, as long as you walked up to me, I will do it while you see. I open the wallet, I pick your wallet address, I paste it, I put the amount you are paying for, and I send. And in no time you see success. And I close it. In 2-3 minutes, I go back to your wallet. I simply refresh. The moment I refresh, you see it in your wallet. Again, I go back to your back office, go down, click on confirmation, buyer, I show you. I fill it out with you, I submit, and I confirm you. And you see your gifts in your back office. Nothing makes it easier to convince someone that when they come to buy, they see you do it. And as you do it, in no time they see it reflected in their account. Look, they became happy. And now when they are happy, they take the news out. They tell others. By taking your time, 5-10 minutes, just to sign them up, show them what you are doing, it's enough except for them to go out. Because when they go out now, they will testify, they will talk about it, they will tell them, oh, this is it, I've seen it. And now I have my money in my own wallet, I have my cookies in my back office, and come November, look, they become the crusaders. So I think admin has done a very beautiful job with this car center idea. And I think as many of us as our leaders, as many of us as our broadcasters, now we need to join the bandwagon. We need to have cash centers. We need to get a public and have cash centers and take the crusade. And most importantly right now, talking about TBC, TBC is a known thing. It has come to stay. There's no argument about that. But something we need to do now is, as much as we can, we the leaders should try and duplicate ourselves. Because success is not acquiring what you acquire, having maybe hundreds of TBC or even thousands of TBC, creating a cash flow for yourself. No, it goes beyond that. Now you've created for yourself. Can you also raise people in who also the same thing in your life can be created? Can you raise men, faithful men, who can also go out and raise faithful men? Like I used to say, it's a network. Though it doesn't have a multi-level compensation plan, but it's a network. It's a network. And therefore, we have to network. At this point in time, we have to shield away from being selfish or self-centered or being the leaders, having people come to us. No, we can't achieve more. In a day, if you bring 100 people, for instance, how can one person sign up 100 people in a day? It becomes hectic. It doesn't work. But all you need is raise 10 people who will go out and also raise 10 people. When you work with the 10, they also work with their 10, and the chain continues. And if we can do that, I'm sure before the year runs out or before next year runs out, the target of 1 billion will be reached. It's not too big a job. No, it's not too big a job. Especially with the fact that now we know, we understand that in the cryptocurrency world, there are over 20 million people. So there are over 20 million that understands what cryptocurrency is. And therefore, taking advantage of that number, I am sure even going out the 20 million that have know about the cryptocurrency and showing the difference between what they are into and the TBC makes tremendous achievement. Because I've come to understand that the people that I get easy going with are the ones that have the concept, have the understanding of what TBC is. Or no, have the understanding of what cryptocurrency is. Because each time I come to them and they start talking, it becomes easier for me. Why they have already understood what the cryptocurrency is, and now all I do is simply come and show them the difference between the cryptocurrency they are into and the TBC cryptocurrency. And most of the scholars know this is amazing. Okay, I have a startup that done less than 1 month. Now he only sat down, see what I was doing, see what he had in his back office, and it's like, wow, is this how generous TBC is? Is this how different TBC is? This guy in less than 1 month now caught the vision and now didn't only buy or sign people, he has become a broadcaster. Now he makes purchases, he brings people to buy from me, and I confirm them, and he even takes his 50% to buy back. As I am talking to you, he's coming on air just an hour after me. But within 1 month, this guy has already made 40 TBC in his back office. He's already a billionaire. Because with 40 TBC today, on today's value, is worth over $320 million. Now, what's my pride? I've been able to replicate myself in somebody that I've just met in less than 1 month. And now I'm following them one after the other and also trying to replicate myself. Especially those that have an understanding of the cryptocurrency or are into the cryptocurrency. Oh, easy, simple. They come in, they sign up because they understand you, they understand the language you speak. The moment that is done, then they catch the fire. Another class of people I found very, very useful are those that are involved in multi-level network marketing. All I need to do is to show them the difference and also make them understand this is not a multi-level marketing. It doesn't have a multi-level composition plan, but it is a multi-level marketing. We market at all levels, but we don't have a plan that rewards or that compensates at all those levels. No, we only reward you at your level, and that's it. And the moment they catch that, they go on fire. Some even come out to sit down, and when they talk, I learn. There's something I've learned about this TBC and then the broadcast. When you sit down and you talk with people, they ask you questions, you draw insight from their questions. And two, apart from the insight you draw from their questions, at times after you finish talking, they share their own ideas. One thing I can't overlook is the fact that as many of them as are involved in cryptocurrency or other currencies or in the multi-level network marketing, they have useful experiences I can tap. And most of the time, I tap out of their experiences. Some of the things I say, some of the things I do, I also gain from them. Why? Because we rub minds. We rub minds. But at this stage, with the cash center, let's take it serious. Let's give it our time. Let's come up on board. Let's have cash centers in every nook and cranny of the globe. And in no time, TBC will be everywhere. In no time, we'll be reach close to the people and we will impact them and we will hit our target. What admin is doing with the cash center thing is just like creating a local government is very, very close to you. Creating a county or creating an administrative center that brings you very close to you. You don't have to run to the headquarters, you don't have to go far. Right inside your domain, it meets you. And nothing makes it easier and accessible. Nothing makes it easier for us to reach our goal like the cash center. Therefore, let's embrace the cash centers. Let's talk to people about it. Let's sign up. We can't have enough. 1 million cash centers is not enough for the world. And therefore, as many as are there, I'm sure, I don't have admin's word on this, but I am sure as many as come in, definitely admin will accept. Why? Because the more we are in number, the faster we reach out. And the earlier we close the deal of hitting 1 billion people for our coin to hit its value. And therefore, as many of you are out there, please follow admin closely, believe in admin, and we will get to where we are going faster. The other point I would also want to make is we have to speak with one voice. There has to be unity. And like I was saying before, attending set button meetings, broadcasters meetings, going on the blog is the only thing we cannot speak with one voice. Why? Because admin sets the pace on the blogs, sets the pace on the set button meetings, sets the pace on the broadcasters meetings, and every other program they are bringing up. And therefore, it's expedient and important for all of us to rally around the blog, rally around the set button meetings, rally around the broadcasters meetings, and speak with one voice. Everything anybody wants to say is on the blog. Therefore, there has to be unity, there has to be harmony in what we are saying. And I think we are achieving it. Like the other time I was saying about media, I was on the blog, I was like, oh, the CAI centers are doing exactly what admin expects. And already the results also are coming exactly the way they are expecting. There is nothing as good as that. Doing the same thing we're expected to do and achieving the results, the desired results that we need. And therefore, all of us should rally around that. At this point in time, all of us are crusaders. Nobody's left out. But all of us, the leaders, we have to take up the job of training. We must train those coming in, especially now that this distribution phase is coming to an end. Now we have a lot to do. Come September 30th, the 25,000 cookie gifts will be normal. What will come up next, we don't know. It may continue, it may be extended, it may not. But now we have, between now and September ending, to work with the fact that there's still a 25,000 cookie gift that will be given to everyone for signing up. And with the time closing, everybody can understand, look, by September 30th, we don't know what next is going to happen. Come September 30th, we don't know what next is going to happen. And therefore, if you're going to sign up now. That September 30th deadline is a good tool to motivate people out there to come in and join us. And in everything we are going to say, we should lay emphasis on that. That's a very strong key, a very strong point. Within the next 30 days or so, the gifts, what comes of it, we don't know. Is it going to be extended? Is it going to be slashed to half again? We don't know. Chances are it may happen. Chances are it may not happen. But everyone is safe now. Everyone now is at advantage to go out there and sign up and receive the 25,000 Kringles gift. That one is sure of. Because if we all go down memory lane, I collected the 100,000 cookies. 3 months after, it was reduced to 50. 3 months after, it was reduced to 25,000. Now it was extended to a year at 25,000. Now, after a year, is it after September 30th? Is it now going to become 12,500 cookies, or it's going to be no more? So please, as many of you as are out there hearing me, joining me on this broadcast, come, rush up and sign. Sign up yourself, sign up your family, sign up your friends, sign up those closest to you. Why? Because there is still 25,000 Kringles gift free. And today that gift is worth $2,000. So I'm sure a gift of $2,000 to anybody anywhere in the world is big. And I don't expect anybody to miss out on this. So as we carry out this crusade, please go all out there. Many people understand that by September 30th, nobody knows what's going to happen again. Whether it will stop, it will be reduced, we don't know. But today you are safe. and today it's there. And it doesn't matter what the number is, we have enough to give everybody. Like it's a common saying, we may have enough for all of us to share. We may not have enough for your greed. Why? Because we don't encourage greed, and greed is not our motivation. We fight greed. And so for today, there's 25,000 Kringles for free if you can sign up. And the moment you sign up, it is still there also free for those around you, for your relations, for your brothers, for your sisters, for your family, for your friends, for your immediate friends, extended friends, your family, extended families, all. There's still enough. For as long as you will go out and sign up, I assure you today that you can still have a 25,000 Kringle gift. So please rush out. We are still in the phase of distribution. We are still in the phase of sharing. So take advantage. TBC community is the only community that doesn't ask you for money first. They give you a gift and you are done. If you want more of what we are giving you, then you can sign up, you can buy. But we are out to give you a gift. We are out to try to alleviate your poverty. And if you can cooperate with us, we can also stop your poverty completely. So we welcome you on board. Join the community. Those in the community, follow admin, get on the blogs. In closing, because our time is fast spent, wherever you are, join preterm in just about an hour from now on the Hindi Senate Button meeting. Also, join Umbe in the French Senate Button meeting in just about an hour from now. All you do is just go back to your back office, scroll down to Send Button meeting, and you have a choice. You will see Send Button meeting English. That is gone because that was yesterday. Now you will see Send Button meeting Hindi, Send Button meeting French. Whichever language you speak, then click on it and it takes you straight into where the meeting is. When the page opens, you will see the link in blue. Just click on it and it takes you into the meeting when it is time. But remember that the link will only come up between 15 minutes to time. So sign in 15 minutes before the lapse of the next hour, an hour after this, and you will find the link. Click on it and you are on. Should you have a question to ask or you want to chat, you also need to sign into. You need to sign in. So when you sign in, it now gives you a room to chat. And when the meeting is over, go back to your back office, sign in again, go back to your send button, then send button meeting English or now French or Hindi. When it opens, there's a space under the word they say, put in the word for the week, because at the end of every meeting, there's a word that will be given. And when you pick that word and enter it and submit it, that gives you 1 million Kringles if you are a broadcaster, or 1,000 Kringles if you are not a broadcaster. And therefore, I admonish you today, 1 million Kringles to a broadcaster is just about $8,000. And I think it's good enough for one to sign in. And for those of you that are taking just maybe 1,000 Kringles today, look, there's nothing in broadcasting. Go on the blog, read the blog, have something on the blog, schedule a broadcast and do it, and you are there. We are fighting an information war, and everybody have to join the bandwagon. One soldier is not enough, and 1 million soldiers aren't too much. So join the battle, and I will see you on the next broadcast. Thank you.